Hey, I'm Joel.
And I'm Webb.
And we're here with WBAC TV. News at night, 3 stories, whole lot of fun. Here we go.
Lots of fun.
Lots of fun. Mubarak, I don't think I can get that guy's name right. We know he's the Egyptian president. We know no one in Egypt likes him. And I still can't pronounce his name. You want to give a shot at it?
I said earlier that it didn't matter, and then you got on my case about it.
What did I say?
You said, well it's causing world unrest.
Well, he is.
Yeah, he
Mubarak. Let's go with that. Mubarak.
Mubarak?
Yeah. Anyway, he gives a speech.
Mubarak.
To try and kind of settle the folks down, and protesters they insist he must leave. They say, get out of there. It's still a lot of unrest. He still has 8 more months in office. Now, and I don't even know how that comes about, because he's been in there for 30 years. They say 30 years is enough. We don't need 8 more months.
I mean, 8 more months is...
If he's been there 30 years, who's to say he's not going to be in there for a few more? Except that he's 82.
8 more months?
8 more? Where'd they come up with that number? They suddenly decide a public election?
Was it 32 years?
Is that what you said? 30 years.
30 years?
Yeah.
So that's 3 times...
And by the way,
324 months.
To set the record straight, Webb, I believe I've got a photo here of someone's time down in Destin.
Yeah.
And I believe just a few nights ago we had someone saying that this is the only beach they've ever been to. You wanna kind of clarify what's going on there?
Yeah, I'd like to rectify that. I misspoke when I said that's the only beach I've ever been to. I've actually been to 2 beaches in Florida. Destin and Panama City Beach. Twice as well.
And keep in mind, though, if you don't know Florida geography, those 2 beaches are right next to each other almost.
So does that really count then?
Maybe not.
I mean, okay.
Speaking of weather, though, winter storm, a 2,100-mile storm. If you've been keeping up, of course.
Do we ever have any new news stories? It's always Egypt, the winter storm.
It takes us about 3-4 nights to figure out what in the world's going on in the world.
Oh yeah.
Now we're starting to get a handle on it. So if you're following along with us, you're kind of with us. You don't keep up with news either. Otherwise, you're not watching this show for actual news. You're kind of getting yesterday's news. But here's the deal. There's a picture here. You can't see it because you're looking at us, but there's a lot of snow on the storm. More people than not actually got freezing rain instead of snow,
which is more dangerous.
Much more dangerous. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, let's see. We've got... we live here in Columbia, and got a little something. I would show you what this is, except I think this film's in reverse. So, let me just point out that we have a tattoo and body piercing extravaganza coming up in our own town. The first ever.
What?
Yeah, that's amazing. They don't give... they give phone numbers, but there's absolutely no date on this at all. Okay, these people know how to market.
I think you're supposed to call for details.
And security strictly enforced. All right. Well,
not going to see Mickey there.
Tattoo and body piercing, extravagant, weird. Live entertainment. What does that mean? Is that code? Is this all code for something like you really don't want to go to, or maybe you do? I don't know. Okay. What else we got? Charlie Sheen here, y'all. He's been in. Well, he's going into rehab. Now, there's a show, 2.5 Men, of which he is one of the main characters. Of course, he's not going to be there, Webb.
So is he one of the men, or is he like half man? 2.5 men. So there's 2 men and there's a half man.
I understand that. I've actually never watched the show.
Really?
Yeah. I should probably feel like I'm in the know, but I've never watched the show. I'm willing to bet the half is a baby or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, anyway, there's 300 cast and crew completely out of work. So the question is Charlie Sheen going to pay for that? The question is, how big is his bank account? Can we find that out on the web? Do you know? I mean, do you know how big his bank account? I mean, is he loaded or is he blown it all on drugs? I mean, what's the story?
You wanted to throw the web reference out there, didn't you?
Sorry, that just kind of came
I don't know,
less funny in my mind than it
maybe
actually...
WikiLeaks or WikiLeaks? Leaks? I can't talk. WikiLeaks.
Wow.
You think that would have it? Wikipedia?
I tell you what, maybe we'll find out and come back to you on the next episode. I'm Joel.
And I'm Webb. And not to be confused with the internet.
Thanks. Hey, signing off.
Or-
WBAC. Good night.